Do not have sleepovers with friends. Now, I'm just assuming you're old enough to understand what I mean by having sleepovers. It's the adult version of cuddling, I assume. Again, not further explaining this, but yeah, don't do that with friends. Because I'm going to tell you a story that's not completely my own. It's based on friends' experiences, some stories I read online that I thought were really funny, and a bit of my own experience. But again, take it with a grain of salt and just take the message away and not so much the details and the stuff about me, because again, I'm distancing myself from this. Okay, so there was once this guy in my friend group that I really got along with, and I think when you're friends and then you also find someone attractive, then that's the recipe for disaster, because let's be honest, feelings are just bound to happen, or it's a lot easier to create them if you find them attractive and you like them. Like, what more do you need? And also I think there is this exposure effect, like the more you see them, the more you like them anyway, so they automatically become attractive to you. And now this tale is basically about not blurring that line and just keeping it as it is and trying to remain neutral, especially about someone who does not reciprocate any romantic feeling towards you. Now, so there's this guy in my friend group, and we see each other basically every day on the regular. And so things escalated recently. I'm just gonna say it was recently. Again, if the details are true or not, we don't know that. And I'm also going to call him Johnny, which is not his name, but that doesn't really matter. It's also a mixture of things that have happened to me. It's all very like puzzle-like. You get the gist. So, then Johnny and I want to have dinner with the group, but everyone else cancels, and so we are alone. Oh hell no! And again, laughing around, being all funny, trauma bonding. Like, I tell him my deepest, darkest fears basically, and he tells me his. And this is already bonding. Be careful. And again, I didn't really know that I had feelings for him at this point. I had my suspicions because I laughed very hard at his unfunny jokes. So that should have been the first hint to me that I actually really enjoyed his company a little bit more, like almost in a romantic way. But again, wasn't fully aware of this. And so, yeah, after dinner we're like, do you want to watch a horror movie? Please. A horror movie. Like, it's so Netflix and sugar-coated. Whenever you watch a movie with someone alone, things could happen. And so, especially if it's a horror movie, I think that's like also another bonding experience with the adrenaline that gets released. And so we watched the horror movie. An 80s movie, by the way, which they're so long, my poor attention span. I think it was very interesting from a cinematic point of view, but I'm not used to this type of filming style. Just so you know, it was a... So, we watched the movie, and then halfway through, he's like... So, I don't know if that's weird or anything, but like... Do you want to cuddle? You can cuddle with your friends. I'm not judging you. I do at times, but... Read the room. You're smarter than this. You know, you can read basic body language cues. You know what this means. And personally, I think I knew what it means, but I was... Okay, so we cuddle. We watch the movie till the end, nothing happens. And then it gets physical in a way. And so the morning after is a bit awkward, mainly for me, because he didn't really care. And he's out and about, not even a text, nothing. And then by the end I talked to him like, hey, what's going on? He's like, well, what do you mean? Like, it was fun, it was casual, maybe it happens again, maybe it doesn't. And I'm there like, oh shit, this hurts. And then he's also like, yeah, I like you as a friend, I like you as a person, I think you're attractive, but I'm not in love with you, I don't have any feelings towards you. And I wasn't super crushed because, again, I didn't want to marry the guy, that's not the point, but I did have some sort of feelings. That was interesting. I realized that I had some sort of crush, and being physical with anyone in any shape or form does accelerate those type of feelings. And so what I'm telling you is that you should not do that if you know there is something in the air that you potentially want more from them, because afterwards you will be left feeling a bit maybe crushed, maybe not, but disappointed to say the least. So he said that to me, and I'm not delusional. Like, I think you should be delulu when it comes to yourself, everything it has to do with your career and your hobbies and yourself and your appearance, very you-centric. But when it comes to other people, you should not be delulu and take their word for exactly what it is. Like, trust them when they show you and tell you who they are and what they mean. So I listened to him, was like, okay, I'm not, get myself too much into it. Except I'm doing a video on it, so maybe I am slightly obsessed. No, this is like therapy for me, right? And again, not only my story. I know that this has happened to a lot of people as well, so it happens on a daily. And so it's so grey outside. I think it's gonna rain. And so the problem is now as well, because we have friends in common and we see each other every day, that it's very, very difficult to avoid one another. Because he's always there, and then he's also super nice to me, and then I tend to interpret something into it. And I don't think it's a woman's brain, because some people say that if you do stuff, then like physical stuff, then there are hormones that get released. I disagree, actually. And I think that you have to like someone beforehand in order for this to happen. And sometimes this also happens to men. I don't think this is a gender issue here. So this is where we're at. If you have an attractive, somewhat tall, somewhat muscular, somewhat charismatic, cute guy around you who's also your friend, do not mess with them. And vice versa. If you have a cute female friend, do not mess with them, because they may break you a little bit. Again, not break, because that's too much, that's too strong of a word. Again, I'm not in love with him. I just thought it was interesting to see how your body reacts, how your mind and heart and everything is connected, and to just be careful. If they're around you all the time, be careful. And also only try to date and be physical with people who you know will like you back. It's not one-sided, because one-sided crushes are crushing. And that's the message of today's video. Get out there, be flirty to the world, enjoy life, enjoy having a crush at times, because that's cute too. But then again, guard yourself, be protective of yourself. What I'm doing now is I'm distancing myself from this person whenever I think I made a video on it already. I think I know. And whenever I have a thought about them, I replace it. I focus on my studies, I focus on hobbies. I also have another guy that I already find kind of cute. So it's not that deep, but I just wanted to let you know. Be careful. And also I wanted to try out this storytelling format to see how it comes across. Just experiment a bit on this channel, to be honest, because maybe if you're subscribed, you know that I'm still working on a concept. So if you like this idea, then like and subscribe so I know what to do, how to improve. And also I'd like to have you in my community. This community is very fun, a lot of friendly and cool people. And yeah, let me know what you think about this topic in the comments below. Has something like this happened to you before? And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.